Hello there, welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. Today we'll take a quick look at Mr. Corran. It is day 62. We've made it 2 full months. We're making some good progress here. I'll go through the roster real quick. I'll talk about a couple other things. So I've got Kylo at 7 stars. That's fantastic for his ship. He's also just hit Gear 8. I'm debating on whether I want to keep going with that. Just for a ship, but I think I probably want to start working on some other teams here, like Jedi. I'd like to start using them soon as my squad arena team. You'll see I've been working on Jedi Knight Anakin because his ship is fantastic. So I got him to Gear 8 as well. Working on getting him to 7 stars, of course, with the hard node. That takes a while. So it is what it is, but we're making good progress there. I've got Bastila at 7, slowly working on her. Hopefully she'll be 5 stars real soon, so then I can go get Yoda, and then the Jedi team can really take off. Until you get Yoda, it can be a decent team, just not as good. So once I get that team, it'll be Ezra, Kanan for now. I'd like to replace him with a different tank. I'm thinking maybe Old Ben. For the time being, I'd like to give Kanan back to Phoenix. Jedi Knight Anakin, Bastila Shan, and Grandmaster Yoda. That'll be a really good early Jedi team. Ultimately, I would like to give Ezra back to Phoenix because Sabine is just not, she's not ready, and it's going to take forever to get her to 7 stars. But for the time being, this will work, and if I needed to in Grand Arena, that would work as well. Yeah, I do have Mace and Jedi Consular, but if you're using those in Grand Arena or Squad Arena, it's definitely suboptimal right now, and just for someone that might view this in the future, if Mace does get a rework, this is March 22nd, 2020, Mace right now is terrible. Please, CGG, give him a rework. Come on, what are you waiting for? So, Biggs, we got him at Gear 7, 7 stars. I put a little bit more on my Empire team. I would like to do more, honestly, but I think Jedi is going to take priority here. I did do a little bit to my bounty hunter team. I activated Boba Fett, really just for the credit heist, and unfortunately I couldn't get the next tier done. I was out of money, so that was a little disappointing, but hey, lessons learned. So hopefully next time I'll be able to do that. Let's see, moving on down, just continuing to farm without activating Bastila Shan, Karth, Echo. I've started picking up his shards. Rex, same there, and the guild event store. IG-80 would keep farming him with squad arena tokens, and Jolie and Juhani, obviously. So I did finish getting Dengar, all the shards I need for him. I'm just waiting to promote him. There's no reason to just yet. Really, I probably won't need to until Grand Arena. Then hopefully I have the money to do it, but we'll see. But it's nice to have that farm done. Now I can start focusing on clones there to get that team going. So let's just take a quick look at where I am. So 5s, he won't be too hard to get. His shards show up in a number of places. Cody, he's kind of the last guy I want for that team, but he'll be the first I replace. In fact, I may skip him altogether and just go with Ahsoka Tano. She's 501st, so she'd fit in with the clones as well. And she's, as of today's date, she's got a lot more impact on the game than Cody does, unfortunately. Hopefully they'll rework Cody a little bit, give clones some more stuff to do. But so I'm pretty happy with where I'm at overall. I did get Akbar up to 5 stars with Squad Arena currency just to help with fleets, and it's really paid off. So we'll see Squad Arena. I've actually fallen out of top 500. This is the first time I've ever pulled that up. Well, ever. But I pulled that up and I'm outside the top 500. Usually I'm between 350 and 420-ish. But I can jump back up fairly easily, but that's why I'd like to replace it with a Jedi team soon. The Phoenix team is, since I'm not gearing it up anymore, is falling back. Fleet Arena, though, doing real good. Up to 115,000 on the squad power. I'm staying top 50 pretty easily now. And we'll take a look at the ships. It's just because the TIE Silencer is amazing. I'm actually just 3,000 currency short of upgrading that to 7 stars. It'll be even stronger, so that'll be fantastic. I am working on Anakin's ship. He's one of my 2 reinforcements right now. I would love to start him out. It's just he is squishy until I get him a little bit faster. I'm not able to because he just dies too easy. His basic, I think, does have a target lock, so he'll work really well with Biggs. Once I get that going, I need to give Biggs a little more survivability as well. But overall, we're doing really well on ships. Very pleased with how that's working out. And initially, I was a little concerned until I got the TIE Silencer, the Ghost, the Phantom, Biggs' ship, Clone Sergeant, and the TIE Fighter just didn't have all that much firepower, so it was really hard to kill anything. Now with the TIE Silencer, it's much easier, and that'll just be even easier once I finally get Bosk up and running. I do have almost enough shards to unlock his ship, but I haven't been able to unlock his node because obviously he's in stage 9 of the dark side battles, I believe. Yeah, and I can't unlock normal until stage 85. And that's a bummer. So, and remember, this is free to play, so I'm not buying his shards. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Unfortunately, I did have one day I couldn't complete Galactic War. I got stuck against the Zeta team here. It was brutal. So I've got that extra 200 currency, and that's annoying. Especially for someone who's OCD like me. But that's okay. So I wanted to talk about one other thing real quick. What do I buy in all these stores? In this first tab, all I buy is the free stuff. You don't want to spend crystals on shards. It is a terrible investment. Gear is a good investment, but at this early stage of the game, you probably just want to use your crystals on refreshes. Get to 85 as soon as possible. Start enjoying that Grand Arena. In this tab, I buy nothing. In fact, I never even click on it. But this is just more gear, pretty much. Sometimes they've got other stuff at the top, like shards and stuff. And sometimes they'll have stuff that you can buy with your ally tokens. But I prefer to buy the Bronzium packs anyway. So the Cantina store right now, buying Boba Fett. After that, we'll go get 5s. Old Daka is important. And then First Order Officer for my early First Order team will probably be the plan there. The Guild store, I said Guild Event store earlier, I meant Guild store, sorry. So here's where I'm going for the Clone Troopers. Rex and Echo, they show up sometimes. Cody will show up sometimes too, so I can get some of his shards. Kylo you can get out of Cantina. It's probably a better place to get him. Not really all that interested in these other guys right now. And then later on, once I've got all the shards I need, this is a great place to buy gear. The Squad Arena store, eventually you want to be buying Prestige, but we're far away from that. There's a number of characters we'll want to get. We'll want to get Cassian at some point. We'll want to finish off Mace at some point. We've got to get Grand Moff Tarkin at some point. Leia at some point. Asajj, Akbar, HK. Right now, though, we're working on IG-88. You got to get that Bounty Hunter team. I think next will probably be HK-47. I gotta look at my own guide. But Newt and Stormtrooper Han, there's lots of good things to buy in here. But I'm starting off with IG-88, and I want to try to get him finished because you will need his ship to get Han's Millennium Falcon. Need a 5th for the Bounty Hunter squad. So even though Greedo's probably just a better straight up Bounty Hunter, IG-88 has more specific uses. So why farm them both right now when having 2 Bounty Hunter teams just really isn't worth it? We'll just stick with IG-88. The Galactic War Store, continuing on with those Bounty Hunters, going for Cad Bane right now. There are plenty of good characters in here. Well, I don't know about plenty actually. You can use Captain Phasma in a very early First Order team. She kind of sucks though, so you want to replace her as soon as possible. Poggle, but I believe his node comes with another shard that you probably need, so probably not the best place to buy him. Biggs, you see I'm already finished with him. I think that was one of the first things I did in here. That was good for his ship. Zeb, of course. Then K2SO, I mean, you'll need him for the ship. It's not that he's fantastic, but really once you're done with Zeb, Cad, and Biggs, then I start focusing on the ships. There's lots of ships that are very relevant that come up here. The Geonosian ships. Let me restart this. Go away. TIE Fighter we'll start doing soon. The TIE Fighter is a surprisingly good ship with a dodge and giving turn meter to your capital. I used it on my main account. That was one of my best early ships. I used it for a very, very long time. And it's got a buff immunity as well, which is a great way to actually beat out Bosk if you don't have any other counters. If you can put a target lock on Bosk and then use his special, you can give him buff immunity. That'll give you a chance to get him down. So the mod store, I skipped this tab right now. All these cost tons of credits, and I don't have tons of credits, so I just skip over this. Eventually, probably a year and a half, 2 years in maybe, you'll have enough currency to really go take a look. Until then, I'd pass. The fleet store, this is a terrible deal. Don't ever do that. Eventually you'll be able to buy Zetas. That's good, but there's lots of other things you need here. Mainly ships. You can buy clones here. You can buy Geonosians here. That's good. You can get Mace here, but ships. So Biggs shows up. The Ghost, the Phantom show up here. Lots of other stuff. So here's where you want to be getting shards of ships and characters. You don't want to be spending crystals on them. The guild event store. Someone asked me about this the other day. You just want to stockpile all this stuff up. Yes, Hermit Yoda and Wampa are worthwhile investments at some point, but my strategy early is going for Malik as soon as possible. I think you need 90,000 or 80,000, excuse me, MK1 tokens. It's going to take a while to get there. So until you've got all that saved up, I wouldn't buy anything else in here. Don't buy gear. They keep releasing more characters that need this currency. So just hoard. The MK2 currency, as soon as I can unlock the negotiator in the store, which will probably be level 85, I'll do that. You can buy shards here. Again, don't do that. The only shards you would ever consider is Hermit Yoda and Wampa, because they are exclusive to this store. So the Grand Arena store, a great place to buy gear. Obviously I can't because I'm not level 85, so I haven't unlocked that. But if you are, it's a good place to get gear. And then the shard store, also a great place to get gear. I do have some tokens. What you want to spend that on early on is stun guns, just because you're not going to have a whole lot of extra currency here. So just wait till stun guns show up and buy those. Do not buy General Grievous shards here. He can show up in the Fleet Arena store. Darth Vader can too. That's the place you want to get him. Don't buy him here. He's way too expensive here. You can get 5 shards for 400 Fleet Arena currency there. So make sure you're always hoarding. He'll show up here. If he does show up, Vader will show up there as well. Let's quick run through what I buy in the store and how I spend my crystals. I only spend crystals on energy refreshes. Nothing else. For quite a while, that'll probably be the case. Getting gear and shards through energy is the most efficient way in game. Once you finally have a good enough flow of crystals and you want to rush something, you can buy gear in one of those stores, and that's fine. But for now, we want to stay disciplined. We want to spend crystals just on these energy refreshes. So, hope you all are staying safe. I hope you all have enough toilet paper, and God bless. I'll see you on the next video.